Black people are the only race that think they can beat up anybody just because their race is black. Like, just because we were born black.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. If you are new, my name is Lizzie.
Black people are the only race that think they can beat up anybody just because their race is black. Like, just because we were born black, I swear to God, black people really believe we can take anybody in a fight. I don't know why, but we born...
Conversations black people aren't ready to have. Number one, Tevin Campbell's I'm Ready is a better song than Tevin Campbell's Can We Talk. Number two, Jazz from Drew Hill was always a better singer than Cisco. Cisco is just more marketable. And number three, my personal favorite, we as a collective owe Terry from Soul Food an apology because she was not the villain for taking care of that ashy, entitled ass family.
Sorry if I sound redundant. I just want to speak some stuff about my own experience that when I do decide to have a family of my own, I will be trying to break these things. I think everybody said it. If you have multiple children, the oldest child is not a babysitter, nor are they second mom, nor are they second dad. If mom and dad is present, that is mom and dad. Kids should not be disciplined if they do not finish their food, maybe lessen their portions, or try a different set of foods. Obviously within reason, but I think most of us black folks, we know what I'm trying to say. If your kid is under an age where they cannot legally work, to me, there is no such thing as McDonald's money for something. Like, you're the parent, you should be providing it within reason. Do as I say, not as I do is probably the most played out reasoning for ending a conversation there ever is. I want to stump it into the ground and I want to burn it because that just cannot be a real thing. Your girls and your boys should have a sex talk, whether together or separate. It is important that they both have it, and no, simply not having sex or not, or wrapping it up does not end the sex talk. There's a lot more nuance to that situation, and it needs to be taken with care. School is not the only place that your children should be getting educated. You need to teach your kids too. Just as you tell the girls you don't want them coming home pregnant with some little boy's baby, you should be telling your boys you should not be getting other little girls pregnant before their time. If you guys are a Christian household, y'all need to quote the entire Bible, not parts of it. Thou shalt honor their parents. Okay, but if you scroll down, it also says that you shall not provoke your child. So do with that what you will, but if we want to play the Bible game, you need to read the whole Bible and not just quote the ones, to get your point across. Your kids should be allowed to have friends, obviously within reason, but let's just think of a scenario where your kids don't have friends. You know what those tend to be? Psychopaths. Chores is everybody's job, not just the girls in your family. Stop making your little girls feel bad for being born little girls. It is totally natural for them to be tomboys if that's what they choose. Just like it is totally natural for them to be into the feminine things. But stop making them feel bad for being girls because you wanted a boy, because you were taught that was quote unquote easier. That also leads into stop babying your boys because y'all supposed to be raising men. And now every woman that he dates from that point on has to baby him or teach him how to be a man. That's not our job. Teach healthier relationships, teach family values, but also teach that if you don't get any of those things, you should be okay with being by yourself. Don't try to force it. We're in 2023 now, but there's still some people left lingering that believe there's a thing as good hair. There's no such thing as good hair. Good hair is healthy hair, no matter the coils, no matter the thickness, no matter the height, all that. For mothers, you are not in competition with your daughters. Stop that. I don't know where that came from. I don't want to get into a debate about it. Stop that. Fathers, your only job isn't to provide and discipline. Your job is a lot more nuanced than that. Old people, I can literally go on for days, but I feel like most of us said that. Like, respect is earned, not given. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long you've been on this earth. I don't care where you line up with me in the totem pole. You disrespect me, best believe you're gonna get disrespect back. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Black queer people have the most revolutionary potential in the Black community because we always have. You love Angela Davis, but you don't want to talk about the fact that she's lesbian. You love Asada Shakur, but you don't want to talk about the fact that Kuwaze Balagoon, a member of her Black Liberation Army, was the reason that she got safely to Cuba. Need I say more? I'm going to share with y'all a quote by Assata Shakur that I learned from a Black queer man that I organized with in New York City. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Black liberation means liberation for us all. And those of us that are the most marginalized have the most revolutionary potential because we realize that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of motherfuckers get their ass whooped, right? Especially in hip hop. You know, everybody be clashing. Mobb Deep versus so-and-so, and Boot Camp Click versus this, and Wu-Tang versus that, and Def Squad, and Death Row. Death Row fucking motherfuckers up. And when Booyah Tribe step in that motherfucker, all of a sudden people are formal. Good afternoon, Is. No worries over here. Motherfucker, I thought you was Pyru. Shut the fuck up. You see these big motherfuckers? They literally use big rig trucks as fucking scooters. Shut the fuck up. Thought you was a Crip, cuz. Nah. All right? So, yeah, fuck all that. I tried to tell y'all about my Rent-A-Center video. Y'all, man, look. Y'all gonna fuck around. Them ooses gonna... Yeah. I'm telling you.
She's a big black woman, which are just descriptors and aren't racist. Like, if somebody's big, black, and a woman, then calling him a big black woman would make sense, right? But apparently he says some derogatory stuff about black people and whatever, and then she just felt so disgusted. Like, they're literally text messages. Who gives a shit? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. And I don't understand why people feel the need to get so upset over words that don't affect you at all. Like, oh, you start talking bad about black people. Who gives a shit? You're on a flight. You're never going to see him again. All right? That's over. But I guess people are just too damn sensitive nowadays.
Red is not grown. It's a fucking color. Get over it. Number 3, earn respect. You gotta get respect. If you have to earn it in order to get it. I don't care if you older. I don't give a fuck if you my grandma. If you do not respect me, I'm not gonna respect you. Number 4, black parents. Nobody don't want to talk to y'all because every time we try to talk to y'all always trying to make it about y'all. So that's why your daughter or your son do not talk to y'all. And last one, do you think we want to pay bills and you think that we want to pay groceries and shit? The only reason why we're trying to move out early is because of the parent. I'm done. I don't have nothing else to say. Competition. Just because what you went through don't got nothing to do with your daughter. Number 2, your kids should not be in trouble if they're stating an opinion, a fact, and you get mad and get your feelings. Number 3, if your kid comes to tell you that they're depressed, they are depressed. They're not faking it. So do not sit there and act like it's a joke, and it's not. And lastly, just because you put a roof over our head and clothes on our back, that doesn't make you a fit mother. That's basic needs.
Community was and still is a colonizer tactic. And to this day, it still traumatizes the black community. Hypocrisy in Christianity altogether is hilarious, but the amount of Christian hypocrisy in the black community is astounding. My community is filled with misogyny, ableism, homophobia, transphobia, but yet you got people out here who swear that they're a man of God. Because the version of Christianity they were taught was never about togetherness, it was never about love thy neighbor, it's been about control. Since some of us learned how to talk, we've been prepared for the rapture. We've always had a grandparent in our ear telling us that Jesus was coming back in our lifetime, traumatizing us, saying that we're not going to finish our lives out on earth. And as an adult, I can't really say that'll be bad, but anyway. But yeah, God and Jesus are going to come back in this lifetime and they will judge you. And are you doing exactly what God says is your standard of morality in God's eyes good? We make great music, like we definitely spiced up the colonizers' religion. But it was the same thing with Native American people. Christianity was forced upon us so we can become complacent with the way the patriarchy was going. Violence is what really got us out of slavery. I do not trust any black person who says that they're a God-fearing Christian. I don't care how ingrained it is with our culture. Christianity will never be my religion, and speaking from experience of a pastor's grandchild,
you automatically have a babysitter for your other younger kids while you go do what you want to do. The color red isn't grown, it's a color. A girl being interested in cosmetics, nails, makeup, all of that, that's just them being a girl. That's not being promiscuous or fast. That's just them being interested in what normal girls are interested in. You still can have limitations set if they try to explore that. Like, It's not like full-blown lashes and just a long acrylic, so you can still have limitations. If you gotta tell your child to change their clothes because this person coming over, that means that person shouldn't be up. Because why do you only trust that person around your child if they're wearing this specific type of clothing? That's weird. Purposefully provoking your kids, and then when they reciprocate your energy, you want to pull that honor thy mother card. That's manipulation. Respecting elders only goes so far. And what I mean by that is, if you're an elder and you disrespect, you're no longer entitled to that respect. The same way you want respect, you have to give it. Your age doesn't justify you disrespect. That's weird. Being mad strict, you don't let your child do nothing, go to no movies, don't do nothing. That child is gonna grow up mad wild. Stop kicking y'all kids out just because they're 18. Just because they're 18, that doesn't mean they're financially and mentally ready to be out there by themselves. The only reason why a child would want to leave a household as soon as possible is because of you. Stop calling your kid grown when you literally forced them to be grown in the first place. And what I mean by that is they watching your kids while you go do what you want. Make sure they eat, make sure they take baths, make sure they set for the night. Whole time it's supposed to be a person doing that for them. But you put them in that position to be independent and make sure everything else gets done in the house. You're literally forcing them to grow up. Now, when they get older and they start acting grown, it's a problem. Stop.
Please don't forget to leave your opinion down below what you think, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on notification. Anytime I upload, you will be notified. Stay blessed and bye bye.